For nearly 40 years, SportCourt has been the pioneer in the development of safe, high-performance sports surfaces and products. And now we've done it again with SportBase, the innovative new alternative to concrete. With the world's largest and most experienced network of court builders, SportCourt has successfully constructed over 100,000 projects worldwide. Tens of thousands of these courts have been built in backyards, playgrounds, or open fields, and most of these have traditionally been built on a concrete or asphalt sub-base. While concrete can be used as a court base, it's durable, flat, and relatively cheap and easy to get in some parts of the world. It's not a forgiving surface when it comes to an athlete's knees and other joints. That's why SportCourt has spent nearly 40 years developing, testing, and building outdoor court systems with an innovative modular playing surface that protects athletes from injury while providing superior performance and playability. The sub-base is the layer beneath the court and can be made from a variety of materials including concrete. There are many situations where concrete isn't a good alternative as a court surface or even as a sub-base. And that's where our new SportBase outdoor court system provides a range of creative solutions. SportBase is the right answer to the question, what's under your court? In an increasing number of communities, concern for fragile ecosystems and watersheds has led to restrictions on the amount of impervious surfacing on a particular lot. The concrete foundation of a house, asphalt or concrete driveways or patios, and even pavers and game courts can be subject to these restrictions. Instead of allowing water to seep naturally into the ground, impervious surfaces reroute and focus water drainage, creating flooding and erosion and damaging soil systems. The old solution to this problem was a product called pervious concrete. It's expensive, difficult to work with, and hard to get in many locations. While pervious concrete does allow water to pass through it, at least for a while, studies have shown that over time, debris carried by the water into the voids in the pervious concrete will actually plug up some of these spaces and significantly reduce their overall level of permeability. SportBase is different. It far exceeds even the most stringent requirements for drainage and permeability. In fact, the only thing that limits how fast SportBase drains water is the substance underneath it. As long as the drain field beneath the court includes pervious materials like sand, crushed rock, or gravel, water drains right through and in equal proportion across the entire area of the court, rather than flowing off the edges and causing erosion and soil damage. We recently had the experts at Utah State University, one of the premier soils and drainage programs in the country, conduct testing on the permeability and drainage characteristics of SportBase. In the drainage test, engineers created a solid grid of SportBase panels and then poured up to 1,400 gallons of water per minute onto the grid. The drainage was so efficient that they couldn't get the water level to rise. The SportBase court building system provides numerous ecological benefits as well. SportBase is manufactured here in the USA from 100% recycled materials and is also 100% recyclable itself. As opposed to concrete and asphalt, it leaves a very light footprint while delivering the stability and playability required of courts, where athletes bounce balls, play aggressively, and push the limits of their own performance. A typical court using SportBase can be constructed in less than a week with little to no heavy equipment. And the green benefits don't stop there. Based on a study by an independent environmental consulting firm, the average SportBase court installation saves the energy equivalent of the electricity used by a typical U.S. household in 1 year, reduces the carbon footprint associated with a traditional concrete court by the equivalent of 5,600 miles of automobile driving. SportCourt is a zero-waste manufacturer and is ISO 9001 and 14001 certified, which means that our commitment to quality and environmentally friendly manufacturing is unsurpassed in the industry. In addition, your SportBase court may also be eligible for LEED Green Building credits. At SportCourt, the safety of athletes young and old has always been our top priority, and we've spent the past several decades creating the highest performing and safest playing surfaces available. In fact, the NCAA has trusted us to supply all its championship volleyball surfaces for the past 20 years, as well as using our Connor Wood courts for its men's and women's March Madness basketball championships. Now, with the SportBase court building system, we can take these safety benefits to the next level. We use a test that measures the likelihood of traumatic head injury based on the height, and the surface on which an athlete falls. A concrete playing surface fails this test at only 1 inch, while a sport court game court built on a traditional base passes the same test at 26 inches. And if you use the sport-base court building system underneath your sport court playing surface, the safe fall height actually exceeds 4 feet. We claim to build the safest outdoor court in the world, and we have the proof to back it up. Finally, even though sport-based courts are strong, durable, and stable, they can also be treated as a temporary installation, because removing them is as easy as putting them in. If you only need a court for a few years, if you have to work with property easements or rights-of-way, or if you want to move the whole court to an entirely different location, SportBase makes all of that possible. If you're facing drainage problems or permeability restrictions, if you want eco-friendly construction, or just want the safest possible place for your kids to play, SportBase delivers.